Hi guys, how's it? Welcome trek amol to the Afrikaans speaking followers that I do have, and welcome back to another pregame video. We are a little less than 12 hours my time away from the Derby, another Derby for South Africa. Derby time. It's an all Gauteng affair this weekend, as the Lions will be heading up to the Jacaranda city of Pretoria to take on the Bulls. And I'm here with the lineups, pre-games, predictions, history, stats, all that kind of thing. Once again, just want to say I appreciate every one of you guys that are supporting this channel. Independent rugby coverage from a different point of view, from a guy all the way across the ocean in America who absolutely loves the game of rugby, and at large South African rugby, obviously. So let's go ahead and talk about the little bit of history between these two teams. Obviously, it's a very long history that we could go into, but I'm going to keep it pretty recent. URC matches only in the last six, and it looks like the Bulls are 4-2 in the last six. The last game happening on March 4th of 2023, with the Lions over the Bulls 29-25, and then you've just got a bunch of big victories from the Vodacom Bulls and a single point victory by the Lions over the Bulls back in 2021. So it's been a kind of an interesting history. Obviously, we've already gone into the struggles of the Emirates Lions, the stadium issues, that kind of thing, just because it's in a bad neighborhood. But a truly organic rugby team, no big money on the guys, no big cap Springboks. It's pretty much like a grassroots rugby program, and they're able to show a bit of success. We'll go through the lineup here shortly and kind of talk about what I think is causing some of that success, and we'll kind of look at everything. It's going to be the only game on the URC schedule this weekend. It's a 7 a.m. start, so I'm not going to get up and go live for that. If I'm up, like I said, I have the means to watch the game on Supersport just like you guys, so I get to see the commentary, and you have no idea how nice it is. I mean, you guys have it obviously there, but for me, I wasn't able to see any of that, and now I can watch that. I can see the halftime commentary, the pregame, the postgame. Like, I get to see all of it. I get to see the advertisements, everything, and it's really great. It was kind of we're just kind of channel surfing the other night and realized that there was an Afrikaans commercial just kind of out of the blue. It was for believe it was maybe for a bank investment company. I just can't really recall, but it was just kind of like, oh, hey, a commercial in Afrikaans. You don't really, you're obviously not going to hear that in America too often. But we will go ahead. Let's go ahead and start off with the standing so far. We are halfway through the URC tournament. Despite all this crap with these Champions Leagues, you got my opinion on the last video about that. But you currently have the Bulls sitting just ahead of the Western Province Stormers, DHL Stormers, excuse me, and in 11th place, looking to get those desperate points needed to move into the postseason rounds, are your Emirates Lions. Now, let's go ahead and talk about these lineups, and then we'll talk about some key notes, that kind of thing, and then we'll go into the prediction. So we are going to start out with the home side, the jersey that I'm currently rocking. This is an old one. Yeah. I my trip coming up in the springtime, guys. I'm gonna have so many kits when I get done. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna get kits for every team. Curry Cup sides. I'm even going to see if I could score me like a Stellenbosch kit, maybe a Paarl Gymnasium kit. I'm just going to come back with like oodles of rugby jerseys. I cannot wait to be able to expand my collection a bit. But we will go ahead and get started off with Jake White, the former Springbok coach. He has elected to do a 5-3 split off the bench. We will go ahead and start with the lineup. Matazima, Akravenda Merva, and Mornay Smith will be the front row. Dion Slubberts and Ruan Norkier, who is actually No, he is not captaining the side. Marco van Staden and Elrin Lowe Escom himself will be the flankers with Gometti at number 8. Ambrose Papier will get the start at scrum half with Johan Hussen, the former Springbok, at fly half. Sergal Peterson and Sebastian de Klerk will be the left and right wings, with Harold Forster and David Creel, the centers. And anchoring it off, two-time World Cup winner Willie Leroux. A 6-2 split or a 5-3 split coming off the bench. The front row replacements will consist of Johan Krobler, Dylan Smith, Machunu, Reinhard Ludwig, and Cameron Hennecom will be the lock and flanker replacement, with Keegan Johannes, the other flanker replacement, and the forward replacement, a 5-3 split. Keegan Johannes is a scrum half. Devin Williams and Marcel Kutsia, the center replacements. What an interesting one. Yes, Elrin is going to be the captain of this side. Not to be outdone, if I can get this to close up, Ivan Ruin has run his side. He has decided to go with a 6-2 split with the captain being Lowe. Okay, Marius Lowe. Cronier is the captain of the Bulls. I apologize, folks. It's late. I've been at work all day. The front row will consist of John Pierre Smith, Jaco Visahi. Did I get that right? Visahi? And Labakanye, the front row, with Schkoman and Knockninghall, the locks. Sergel and Shituka will be the flankers, with Franke Horn, the number 8. Moria Vandenberg and the upstart future Springbok, Nohamba at number 10. Edward van der Merwe and Richard Krill will have their hands full at wing, with Marius Lowe and Henko van Beek the centers. And anchoring it all off is the other Horn brother, Quan Horn, at number 15. A 6-2 split coming off the bench for Evan Van Roon, with Morne Brandon, Morgan Nadia, and Ruan Dreyer, the front row replacements, with Darian Lensberg, Eisen Esterhazen, and JC Pretorius. JC Pretorius being the final flanker replacement. Jordan Hendricksa, the future Shark, will be the fly half replacement, with Eric Cronier, the back replacement, the fullback or center replacement. So you heard me say just a moment ago, Nahamba. Bit undersized, but damn, that kid is punching well above his weight. I see future Springbok all over that kid. I don't know if it's the addition of Marne Steen to the coaching staff there in Johannesburg, but despite not having any major big names on their team, they are eking out victories. And for me, I was a Lions fan back in the day. You guys, if you go back and listen to my videos, Foff, Elton Yankees, like that era, I was a huge Lions fan during that time. And it was kind of unfortunate. You kind of saw the team not really, and I think it doesn't help when you watch the games live and there's like nobody at the games. But once again, I've said it in multiple other videos, they need to be playing in a different stadium. They need to be playing out in Boxburg, East Rand area, build something, or up north, Four Ways. They need to be not playing in CBD Johannesburg, because it's in a bit dangerous. I think it's called, doesn't matter what the name of the neighborhood is. It's a bad neighborhood, and they need to be playing outside of it. Then you look at the opposite side of the coin, and you look at Jake White and what he's been able to do with the Bulls. Thank God the talk of him going to Australia finally subsided with them hiring Schmidt there with the Wallabies. But they're a great program, expected to win, and I am going to pick them to win by a comfortable victory. I'm picking 38-14 the final. I just think there's too many weapons on that Bulls side to do major damage. I think if Johan Hussen has a good game, there's no chance. If Akker van der Merwe can come out and be the Akker van der Merwe that we've seen for a good chunk of the season, he kind of disappeared against the Stormers. If we could see Akker van der Merwe get back on his game and really help that front row at set piece, scrum time, all that kind of thing. They should win this comfortably. I'm not 100% for sure on the weather report. It's not. Hopefully, it's not 35 degrees, like hot as hell. Like I said, if I was at a game and it was that hot, yeah, my ass would be in the shade. I'm too fat for that heat, man. But like I said, it should be a great game nonetheless. It is a all Gauteng derby, and these games can go either way. Obviously, you don't have the Bulls being 6-0; they're 4-2 in the last 6, so anybody could win this. But I am gonna have to go with the Bulls just based on what I see on their roster. Too many weapons. But once again, I will repeat, Nahamba, that is the future. I would love to see that guy get a cap. We found out where the game against Portugal is going to be. It's going to be at Toyota Stadium. I think it's Toyota Stadium, but Bloemfontein, where the Toyota Cheetahs play. That's where we're going to play against Portugal. Is that going to be the debut of Nahamba? I wouldn't mind. I think, yeah, he is undersized, but he is very, very solid. What he lacks in size, he makes up in talent and ability. And I think a lot of people would agree with me. He is very talented for his size. He's very good with the boot. He sees the field very well. He spreads the ball out very well. And I think that he is a future Springbok, hopefully. He's just one of those guys that I hope gets a shot. He's really, really doing all the things he needs to do to be a successful rugby player. Back to the Hendrikse thing. Whenever he had announced that he was going to the Sharks, I had posted on social media, man, Nahamba put that boy out of the job. Yeah, he has. I always hoped Hendrikse would develop much like his brother at the Sharks and a Springbok, and it always just seemed that he just hasn't really taken that next step up. Now, with the problems that Kerwin Bosch has had over in Durban and the KZN, is this an opportunity for Hendrikse to step up? I think so. I think he can go to the Sharks and solidify his place in that number 10 jersey. Because, like I said, Kerwin Bosch has just been Chamberlain hasn't been solid. Bosch hasn't been solid. They need somebody that's solid at all times. And I think Hendrikse at his age could be that guy. Now, is he a future Springbok? I don't know. At this point, I'm going to say no. I just don't see it in him. But who knows what could happen when he goes to Durban next year and gets along with his brother and all the other big names that team can employ, but for some reason isn't dead last in the competition. I don't mean to crap on any Sharks fans, but the truth hurts. It is the truth. But this should be a solid game. Like I said, I won't be going live for this one. I'll try to get up and watch the game like you guys. Super Sport. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Super Sport Rugby. If not, I'll flip around until I find it. And it should just be a great game for everyone to watch tomorrow. I know it's a pretty quiet weekend. Here it's not. We've got NFL playoffs. I will hopefully be able to get out and cheer on the local Denton side as they take on Las Colinas if it's been raining and it's going to continue raining into the night. If the pitch is a boggy mess and the city says, no, you can't do it, then we won't do that. But I do know Sunday afternoon, I will be going bowling with my missus, like indoor bowling like we do here in America. And the UNT men's rugby team is doing like a social gathering. So hopefully I can get some photos and maybe talk to some collegiate rugby guys and kind of report back with my findings on that. But until next time, guys, be safe wherever you're at. May you have food, a roof over your head, and people around you that care about you at all times. And if not, hey, man, you can find my email address. Shoot me a message. I don't mind WhatsApping with people. I'm prone to have some pretty odd conversations on WhatsApp. It is what it is. I just like to talk about weird things sometimes. Nothing bad, just, the odd subject here and there. But once again, hope everybody has a great weekend. Tutsines and cheers, guys.